Hey everyone, hello. Welcome to Magnolias live in downtown Norfolk, Nebraska. I'm Amy. It's a Monday and the store is closed. We are in packing, shipping, and recovery mode after our holiday open house yesterday. But if you want to join me, we're going to do some easy designs today. We're going to do a fun, natural looking drop-in in this awesome picture. And we're going to also take a stab at something in a pink colorway, which is going to be really pretty. You're going to love that look. And I've got a third item for you today. It's going to be a lot of fun. There is no rush today. We're just going to take it easy and design at a regular speed because I'm kind of tired today. I hope you all enjoyed our live walkthrough yesterday and seeing the store, because that might be all you have that you'll be getting to see. We took no pictures yesterday, you guys. No pictures. I don't even know where my brain was, but Kate and I were so busy scurrying around helping all of our customers that we realized after it was too late that we had assigned no one pictures and we didn't take any. So it's so funny. That is what happened. But if you were watching in the morning, you got a really good look at the full store before we started our sale, and it was a huge success yesterday with our local visitors. A lot of fun. Have any of you, were you here yesterday? Jump on, say hello. Let me know you visited yesterday. There were a lot of our local gals that came, many people that traveled a distance to come see us, and I appreciate that. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. Marcella's in Florida, she says. Kim's saying hi. Kathy's saying hi. Hello everyone. We have, Kate's at the warehouse today. She's shipping, and that makes 3 people shipping, which is as fast as we can go on that. Oh, hi Luann, you have this picture. Okay, I love this picture. We haven't done much with it. It's $49.50 for the holiday ceramic pitcher, the holiday ceramic pitcher. So Sharon's going to help me today. She's around, she said, and that will be a great help. You're just going to get me over here making some drop-ins and a swag and another swag. I've got 3 items for sure and a potential 4th, depending how fast I move along. Hello everyone. Hello Marilyn. Hi Kathy. Hey Nancy. All the gang's all here. Hi Carol. Good. Okay. Well, what I wanted to do was use this because it's so beautiful. It's actually brown. I was trying to decide if it's brown or if it's black. And it is a glaze, a dark brown inside the glaze here with a unfinished bottom, and it's a pretty good sized piece. It has, I think it's a useful piece too. Does it have instructions on the bottom for food safe? I thought maybe it did. No, it doesn't. Maybe this isn't the one that's considered food safe. But anyway, this, yes, Sharon was here yesterday at the open house. We didn't get her in the video that I posted last night because she comes in the back door. So she was here, Johnny on the spot though, and we had a fun time, didn't we, Sharon? She got a nice little cocktail here. We had so much fun at the bar, and I even forgot to take pictures of the ladies at the bar. I didn't take pictures of Crystal. She had her own, thankfully. But oh my goodness, I forgot to ask if anyone from the bartending group took their own pictures too, so you could see how it went. It was really cool. Sharon says this is on sale for $42.50 because it's a holiday item. Thanks, Sharon. And Marcella said she watched and ordered yesterday. This is 10 inches, and then it's kind of like got a little 3-inch opening, which works nicely because when you stick stems in something that flares like this, it does create a nice full design because the stems are allowed to splay out without being held straight up like a cylinder. So it actually becomes an easier item to design in. We're going to use some items. Oh boy, Sharon, I took the titles off of these pics. So don't stress about dropping every link. That was probably not ideal, was it? And maybe if, like this for instance, I don't know what it's called. And I can't even tell you how quickly to find it. This is a eucalyptus. This thing is a fun little pod spray. But heck, if I can remember what this one's called, I believe it's the color is bronze if you search for a bronze stem, but I don't know if that's easy to do. And we have these cedar stems that we're going to use here, the regular cedar spray. This is our Natural Touch cedar. These are the single picks, but of course we have everything that matches, the garlands and everything that coordinate with this. And we love it because it's Natural Touch. Everything's wired. It flops naturally. It's going to provide a little bit of a fresh looking accent in there. I might use two, we got to decide. These snow picks also come in garlands, candle rings, wreaths, that kind of thing. There's multiple pieces from this collection as well. And this is called the snow twig pine, pine something. And the snowberry stem is not the one I'm using right now, but I will be using that one, Sharon. The snowberry is pulled for another look coming up. This is a little bit smaller. It's much smaller, and it's just bronze. There's a close-up of it. It's plastic, but I love the little frostiness on there. And then this item is going to be used. Now this one, I have the garland behind me here. This is a very fun iced paper branch with really chunky, crusty ice on it. Like a very thick, heavyweight ice chunks. And it also comes in a garland. So I can scan the garland and tell you what this thing's called. But otherwise, all the other tags, I ripped them off and added it up, which was not helping Sharon a bit. You know how it goes around here. I told Kelsey today my brain's a little slow today. Our day is going great. I don't know how the shippers are doing today. This is the Icy Birch Berry and Leaves Spray and Garland. There is also, I think there's a little candle ring or something out of this. I can't recall for sure. But I didn't want to forget to tell you that. The garland was $39.50. It's on sale, of course. And the spray as well is on sale. And then lastly, this is the pod spray. So the iced berry and leaf spray, and this is just called pod spray. And it is, I don't know, bluish black would be what I'd say. Hey, there's my mom jumping on today. She helped yesterday quite a bit. Thanks, Mom, for your help. It took everyone. Like, if we didn't have, who were we short? We were maybe short 2 staff members. We needed all hands on deck, and we were still running. We should have had a person who was like wait staff, clearing glasses. We should have had more people helping bag at the register, you know, all these notes that I'm making about changes for next year. But if you were here, I would love to know, Sharon, did you love having the bar situation? This counter that I'm working at, we cleared it and had it ready to go with our friends from next door at Fenders who came, and they actually ran a bar where they were serving the 5 signature cocktails, or you could get wine or other mixed drinks. And we just passed out drink tickets. So hopefully that was fun for everybody. And then we had samples here. So we had those drink tickets so you could get a full glass. I mean, everyone was walking around with real glasses. So that was a little upscale for us because we for years have served wine in plastic glasses and slush. But Danny, the owner at Fenders, he insisted that we needed to use real glasses. And it did upscale everything quite a bit. And then I, last night, about made myself sick, taking home some of the sweet treats that Crystal was sampling here from Crystal's Confections. So if you didn't get a little look at that, I posted last night, I shared her post to show her beautiful display of cookies and treats, and Crystal is shipping across the country. So we enjoyed having her here. She's so creative, you guys. The cookies she makes are outstanding, and they taste great. So if you want a special presentation and to send a gift to someone anywhere across the U.S., you can jump on Crystal's website, which was Crystal's Confections. I think it's crystalsconfections.com. We posted the link in yesterday's video, and we should share it again. I'll have to see if I can get any other close-up pictures that Crystal might have, because we forgot to take the pictures. Thanks, Sharon's dropping some links for you today here. Hi, Elena is back in Mississippi. You got to come see the store, though, Elena. I know that, you know, that's a treat to be able to see the whole thing before it really starts getting picked over, and you got to see it, so that was amazing. I'm just going to wrestle with these very twiggy stems here, trying to get everything balanced. So just like normal, if you haven't joined us on Mondays before, what we're doing is these designs, and we will do we'll do them for you by request. So I have to come up with titles for these designs. If you have an idea on what this might be called, it'll be something something drop-in, and then we will take orders to make anyone who wants one. I'll give you the total at the end, but we'll make them up for you and make sure you get yours within a couple of days. We're going to be shipping a little slower this week, so thanks everybody for your patience. Hey, thanks for jumping on. Welcome, welcome. I think I missed a couple of comments. I can look over here, but yes, thanks for commenting today. I'll try to watch. I'll pull it up on my phone beside me. That'll be easier. So this, I just cut this stem off and I put a little dot of glue on it because I don't want the paper to unravel. So I did that with both of these paper stems here. And then this product, this eucalyptus, is an everyday item. And I should also point out that if you are interested in buying these stems for yourself, just the stems alone, Sharon's dropping a few links if we can find them. And some things like this are going to come up as regular price. We're also doing all winter greens as regular price right now. They will be featured on a sale later on when we do the Winter Pine DIY weekend. So at the moment, these winter greens are not on sale. But because I'm creating one of our designs here for the holiday season, this piece, we will sell these today for you at 15% off, which is our current sale. So that's how you can get the items a little bit less. We'll add on some labor, but we'll discount all the components in it, even though some of them are pine. So just giving you that heads up on it. Our open house was great. Thanks everybody for commenting. With our day, it went so fast. We had very little lull. I wouldn't say there was a lull. It just kept going. And we had people here till after the event ended. I'm going to take a little bit off of this. So we were supposed to close at 4 and we were still helping customers. There was still a lot going on, so we didn't close at that time. But wow, there were so many people here. It just took that long to get everybody their things that they needed and help them get out the door too. Let me jump on and see if I can see your comments here. So basically, I'm thinking I have to get this thing shorter. This is sticking up too tall. Let me try again. Trying again. So Marianne says, thank you. The store looked beautiful yesterday. Oh, you're so welcome. And I'm glad you got to come. And you got to, no, you didn't get to come here, but you're looking at a surgical appointment. Oh, well, goodness, everybody's having surgery lately. It seems like, don't everybody follow Pern on me. What's going on? This is, there, that's better. Proportion-wise, I needed to keep that down a little bit lower. Okay, now we're going to put the cedar stem in here. Let's be nice and full. Let's put 2 of them in. I like that idea. So we need that. We need this. And I will get this total added up, and I will need to keep watching for your titles for me, please. Oh, my vest is rubbing on my mic. Okay, you're right. It probably is. I was cold, though. So let me just toss that over here. We'll lose the vest. There's probably the zippers are probably bumping, so this will be better. There you go. Everybody's going to keep me on track. Do I design in my sleep, says Susan. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I wake up with really good ideas, but last night I had some wine before bed and I think it kept me awake, and that was a mistake. I don't know why. I think I'm blaming the wine. I don't know. Maybe it was just my brain overloaded. It's kind of like a wedding or something. You know, you work so hard to prepare for the day, and it goes so fast. You just cannot believe how fast it goes. Let's see. I see a couple names coming up. Winter Morning Drop-In. I like that. Winter Morning Drop-In sounds good. Winter Morning Drop-In. Works for me. I like that idea because these are kind of like the little frozen icy look you get in the mornings. Around here especially. Oh, you got good titles. A Walk in the Woods. Pam's coming from Illinois next year. Hey, great. You know, we had 2 ladies the other day that got to come. Jean and her friend Carolyn road tripped over here from near Chicago, she said. So sure, I think it's maybe 10, 11 hours. I don't drive anywhere very much. This is pretty. Okay, I like that in there. It's going to be quite weedy. This is maybe a very natural look. For those of you that love natural designs, this is going to fit the bill for your style. Just going to fluff these guys out. They're really clustered tightly, but if you shape them apart, they will look a lot fuller. I don't know if Sharon found the title for this, but if somebody shows up, I'll ask them to pull me one. I did not go to florist school. No, but I'll tell you what, my very first boss came to my party yesterday. That was fun. That was fun. He was here, and he gave me a job when I was 16 at a flower shop. And he doesn't have a shop anymore, but I worked there to get my start in design, and that's where I found my love of design. Otherwise, I was going to be a graphic artist. My daughter Leah is a graphic artist, so I can live vicariously through her, right? Rita says, I'm her happy time for the day. Thanks, Rita. It's my happy time to hang out with you guys also. Let's put that pod spray in there. It's going to give us a nice chunky focal point. And I'm also going to have to get that right smack dab in the middle because I just want to use one of those guys and pull one through each side, I think would be the best. Sharon said we should have had the tequila sour. You had 2. They were so good. Oh, well, the tequila sour I missed, but I think Kate had it. And then I had the one with whiskey. It was basically an old-fashioned, but it was a citrus old-fashioned. It was really great. And then last night when I got home, I realized how much I loved the berries are glittered. They are slightly glittered. When I got home, I realized how much I loved the little cookies that Crystal had that had some frosting on them, and I'm not sure if they were apple spice cookies. I meant to look. I bought some, and then I had a sample. Those things were amazing, the ones with the frosting. We're going to go with Winter Morning Drop-In, but thanks for all those fun titles. There looks like there's extra titles we could use too. Okay, this is going to be good. I'm going to call this good here. I should have taken a picture with Dave last night. That would have been fun to make a little post about that. Sometime when he's in, I will try to remember to do that and thank him for giving me a start when I was 16, and it's been a lot of years since I was 16. Okay, check this out. I think that's enough stuff in there. I don't want it to be overpacked because then it's going to lose its airy look. And for people who like nature designs, this piece would be very transitional, easily done right away now before the actual Christmassy season starts. You could start displaying this. So many of the regions across the country are getting snow already. My friend in Minnesota said she had snow. And this will be something you could use into the early months of next year. So that would be fun too. Okay, Sharon, I'll get the stem. We'll figure it out. Kathy worked in the flower shop. That's right. Wasn't that your family's flower shop, I think, when you were younger? Okay. This is going to be good. What I want to do is add, let's see, I added one more stem than I planned to. And we need to put some labor on here. So it's going to be $94.50. This little drop in here is going to be $94.50. I'm going to put a wire on it, and I don't know that I have any bendy vine out here because we cleaned everything up so good. Let's see. This piece is going to get a wire, but when we go to ship them out, I'll make sure it has some bendy vine around the stem base because I neglected to restock my area. We got it all cleaned up for the bar, and I don't have any of that. So I'm going to pull this up, and as usual, get a good heavy wire. This wire is taped with brown floral tape. Oh, Kathy didn't have relatives. It must be somebody else that worked for their family in a flower shop that told me that. Well, that's one way to learn how to work hard, is to work holidays at a fresh flower shop. Oh my God, there's so much work. So much work. So when I was 16 and 17 years old and had all that ambition, I would work. I was working there, and then I would go straight over to a restaurant job at night and work till midnight doing waitressing, and I did that for like 2 years, where I'd have 2 jobs back to back and just change on my way to one and the other. Oh, there, that wire brought it together nicely. The pine cones help it sort of sit right on the rim of the vase really well. Finished all the way around, $94.50, and we're going to call it the Winter Morning Drop-In. If you would like one, you can send a message to the store and request it by name. You can screenshot a picture of it and send us a screenshot and say, I want this. You can buy more than one if you want. Oh, and by the way, they will be 15% off when they go, when they're billed to you. So basically, I think Connie and the team, they take your credit card payment on the phone. Since it's not a product in the online store, it's sold separately. So that might be the case. This is going to be part of our, which collection will I put this in? Maybe it'll be part of our Aurora collection, since some of these stems are part of that look. That is a collection we're building. And that would do it. Okay, let me keep going so that I can make a couple more things, and then we'll circle back and show you this piece again at the end. Dropping stuff, but I don't want to run out of time. So I'll set that over there. That picture, by the way, she dropped the link early on, and that was on sale for $39 instead of $49. So some savings on all the Christmas. Now our 15% off sale continues. If you were not aware, we're going to continue the sale, and it doesn't include the pine items, because coming up soon, I don't have the date set yet, we're going to be doing a DIY weekend that will be strictly wintry items, winter pines. And at that time, we'll put winter pine on sale, but at the moment, it will not be on sale. And we will continue with a brand new collection in December. That'll be a winter collection of floral designs. We did this last year. It's always a hit. And this year will be better than ever. I'm excited about it. So we're going to venture out with some of these fun new blush items. I don't know if everybody saw this amazing pink hydrangea, but it is so pretty. It has, if you look close, the centers of the blooms have a little gold glitter. There's a bit of glitter, just subtle. I don't know if you can see it. So that one is going in there, this rose blush colored berry spray with the laser glitter. This is gorgeous. I love how full it is. It's very, very light colored. You can see it's just basically a beigey pink. These are our white velvet cherry blossoms. I know these are $8.50 and they are white cherry blossoms. This stem, can't remember how much this stem is. This has a funky name. And this might be the frosted pine spray. If I remember right, this might be called frosted pine. This one is upright. We're going to use it bent down though to create a swag, a vertical swag. And then this is called the Sitka spruce. So basically, for Sharon to try to drop links, she might not find everything, but when I see a helper, I will ask for some of these stems with tags on so we can do a little better job of locating actual titles, since I failed to think about helping Sharon today with titles. So this piece is going to be one of our background pieces. We're going to build a vertical swag that could be a door or wall swag. We're just going to layer things up, and once we get them layered, that's when we will wire it all together at the end. So if this goes up, these go down, we can just start creating, do I want this down? Creating a design that is stacked more or less. Let's go like this, let's go like this, arrange things so that they stagger. There we go. That's better. And I'm just going to lay them out on my counter. Some of these pieces can come backwards to make my swag have a upright look to it. And I think This is a paper wrap stem, so I'm just going to take off the extra stem length and dip that one. And then I believe I could cut a couple of these. These are just plastic stems, and that was not hard to cut at all. Sometimes they surprise you and you really can barely cut these, like this guy. So if you can't cut it, just spiral the thing back out of the way like that. It's about the best thing. Like, don't hurt your hands, it's not worth it. So we're gonna lay that piece in place like this. This will go pretty quick. And then we'll put some ribbon on it. And the Sitka spruce, make sure you fan that out nice and full. There's a lot of pieces on here. This is a great outdoor draping piece. And it likes to drape, so we're gonna let it do that. Let it do its thing. There we go. That adds some fun strandiness to the design. Little floppy pieces. We can kind of tuck those through. This one's pretty easy. So if anybody's got a title for this one, we can call it something interesting. I also want to use this iced, this is the iced magnolia. Now I do think this one Sharon could find pretty easily. The iced magnolia pick comes in a garland and a longer spray. We don't have a wreath or anything, but a garland and a longer spray on this one. Icy Delight. Well, that's a nice name. That could work. I'm going to lay this underneath a little bit here, just because it's a big leaf and it needs to be background. And then the hydrangea and the white cherry blossoms. So the cherry blossoms, we need one to go down here and one to go up here. So I can see I have a little extra stem length. Cut that off, cut this off. So we're working to get everything stacked so that I can make a nice hanger in the middle. There we go. She found the rose gold stem here and linked that for you. And then the hydrangea. I have to decide if I'm going to put a bow on this, then the hydrangea and the bow have to share some space. And I probably want the bow underneath the hydrangea, so I'll make sure it goes up on the higher side, like that. And then we'll get that bow tucked right up underneath it. Looks like that'll fit perfectly if we do that. The bow will help the hydrangea, not like right now it's jumping out at you, so it will blend in better if we snug that bow up underneath the hydrangea and give the bow some color. So there she found the Christmas Cheer hydrangea. There is the link for that piece. I don't remember how much he was, but it's a cute stem. We have lots of nice pink, and I thought maybe I better just make something in pink. It's not really a collection that we have officially made. We just had some pink last year. We do have people who love doing pink, and we did continue to carry it this year so that we wouldn't leave you hanging. Make sure you have some choices. So this is a fun ribbon. Oh, hey Jane, can you grab this stem? Where did I just set that? No one can figure out what this stem is right here for Sharon to find the link. I have no idea. Jane's gonna look. And what if there's something else you can't find, Sharon, let me know and I will have Jane check the title. Yesterday Kate showed a stem on the tree called Frosty Boxwood. Maybe wrote it down wrong. Can you help? Frosty Boxwood. Oh, I know what that is. Right. The Frosty Boxwood is in the other room. I'll see if Jane can grab it, because I do not have that near me at all. So we're going to use the mesh in blush, which is the rose gold micro mesh. And we're also going to use this one. Well, I don't know what it's called. And that one is a blushy color. They're both really nice, and I'm going to layer them together here. And just tie a couple of loops and a couple of tails, and then we'll be on the road to done. How about if we call it Pink Iced Delight and get the word pink in there? Would that work for you guys? Pink Iced Delight. Let me write that down before I forget it. It will leave my brain in a moment. There's nothing called that, I'm sure. And get that written down so you'll be able to order it by name if you want to call it the Pink Iced Delight. And if you want to screenshot a picture of it when I get it done, that'll work too. So it doesn't take much. You just need a nice long trailer to run through the piece. So I'm just laying out about 2 yards of ribbon. That's the one.
Glittered pots.
The other one that the ladies are asking about is in the snowdrop room, and it's in the tree. It's a boxwood spray that's completely covered in snow, but it must not be called something correctly because it's not popping up for them. Okay, Pink Iced Delight and ribbon is all we need. Believe me, 2 yards is what this comes out to because I make these kind all the time. They're a little haphazard, but it's just what you need for a swag because you get 2 trailers and you get 2 that pop up. So just designing the bow in order to fill the areas I want to fill with ribbon rather than making a traditional bow. So this was called the Glittered Pod Spray.
Snow.
I'm not using it, but Kate showed it yesterday, and it is in the rack. I don't know how else to describe it. It's probably by the snowed eucalyptus, but it's smaller than the eucalyptus. Jane's going to try to find that item. Our displays are also kind of wiped out. We got to restock. All right, we're going to run that wire around. So the wire from the bow and one more wire should secure the whole thing, and then I can also make it into my hanger. There we go. Yeah, that's the one.
Snow boxwood spray.
Snow boxwood spray. So Jane says this is the stem, and it's called the Snow Boxwood Spray. And that is what Kate pulled out of the tree. I'm 90% sure that would cover that would cover it, because I remember her standing there saying it was a boxwood, and I thought, oh, good.
It was laying out of the tree, so this is...
That's probably it. So you probably need to put it back in the tree.
I should put it back.
Our poor tree. I'm surprised it still has the bows on it, actually, based on yesterday. Okay, we're going to have to add this up once I get this ribbon in place. $3, $6, $7, $8, $9 worth of ribbon going in. So these pieces will become my hanger. I always try to make a hanger that's big enough in case you want to put it over the door, on an over-the-door hook or something. So, yep, looks like Deborah got what she needed. Sale's still going on, so if you didn't get all of the things, and also I have no idea how we did on sachets. I mean, I'm sure we ran out of them at some point, but hopefully a lot of people got those sachets in their orders. And we sold a lot of the orbs, but the orbs are still available. I wonder if she kept the sale price on the orbs going or not. I actually haven't seen Kate personally today. She went straight to the warehouse and I came here. So I don't even know what's happening. But I'm going to go over there next and help them out because we are not caught up by any means. Hundreds of orders. Thank you, everyone, for the hundreds of orders yesterday. When we do these things, our support team, like our shipping staff and the warehouse staff, they really get put through the ringer because it's pretty taxing to stand there in an area at a counter making these movements all day and moving boxes around and using your brain trying to think about which cardboard box will fit the pile of stuff that you have to ship. We don't have it automated like Target, Target tells you which box to pick. We have to think about it here. So just appreciate all of those people. I know you do. I do. I need to tell them more. We were sending soup over there. I got snacks over there. We're trying to take care of everybody. But it's a big job to get that all on the road, and we appreciate you guys placing the orders and loving our store. This is very sweet. Who needs a sweet little pink swag? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I don't want these little things to look like antennas up here. So fun. Just have to get that ribbon tucked in, but the sheer ribbon does a lot for it. That really is nice. So what we've got here is something I need to add the ribbon to. 860. So it looks like if I add this together, $89.50 would be the total on this swag. $89.50, and then it will be 50% off. So then your purchase price, I guess I'm not going to jump out of this to check that price, but there is, we're going to call it the Pink Iced Delight swag. It'll hang vertically, but you could certainly lay it in a tray if you wanted to. This looks like wedding flowers. Winter wedding. Wouldn't that be pretty to do a pink icy winter wedding? That'd be gorgeous. This piece is going to come out being 30 inches, and at its widest point, maybe 14, 30 by 14, and then if you were trying to put it between a door, it's kind of deep at 6 inches deep. So 30 by 14 by 6 is the size, and we will make these by special request because you've got to, at the moment it's not going to be a product. You just have to ask for it, and then our team will help me make more. I'll show them how to get them copied out perfectly. We'll lay out another one, and that way if you would like one, we'll get them out in a couple of days. It just takes a little bit to get all of our orders put together. There we go. And if you are hanging in there with me, I've got time for one more, I'm sure. $89.50, then 15% off on that one. And we'll recap. Oh, we got glitter everywhere from that pile. Nice piles of glitter. Okay, last item. So this is going to be an interesting lineup because we're using something new that I haven't done anything with. And then I don't want to forget to tell you that when I design this, we're going to be able to show a bell hanging out of it. I'm not going to put the bell in it, but these bells were regular price $16.50. I think Sharon bought one yesterday. Regular price $16.50, so inexpensive. And the price was already low, and then it's on sale 15% off, so that's amazing. I'm going to slide it to the side. It is the iron jingle bell. That's why I was having a hard time finding it yesterday. The iron jingle bells. So these little guys are nice sounding. They have a great color to them. They're not gaudy gold. And this is the cream cedar. I think it's called cream cedar. That's from a different brand. I might be able to see that tag. Oh, no, they don't put titles on their tag. Trying to get you the titles of everything is just a challenge, isn't it? There's no good system. The cream cedar spray. Ha! I was right. So we're going to use 2 of those, and we're going to go end to end and make a design that is a really big tray or table swag. So you will watch me wire this thing into a huge piece, but it would look awesome with candlesticks sticking out of it, or you can hang it horizontally over a mirror when I get done with it and drop those jingle bells out of it. So we're just shortening that up, and we are letting that glue set for a minute. We're going to use 2 of these, or am I? Yes, here's the second one. This is an iced branch. It might have more. This is some kind of ice branch, but heck if I can remember the title of that one. And then these pieces we're going to use in, this is the same one I used in the very beginning, this eucalyptus spray, which is a regular priced item right now, but because it's going to go into a Christmas design, it will be part of the sale price of this design when I get it done. I'm going to dip those two pieces so that they don't fray. And the burgundy color with the Aurora tree that I showed you a couple of days ago, that's what we are going to be doing a little bit more of. I'll make some more designs. This is a berry, pine berry pick, I'm pretty sure. And this is a regular priced item, but boy, they have nice natural cones on them, and that is going to give us a little, the green will ground this so it's not so pale. And now this is going to be a snowberry spray. I'll try to recap these as I go along, Sharon. This snowberry, we're going to just use one stem and bend it backwards like this. And the snowberry is basically a charcoal blue gray color. Really dark, but it does pull blue in a gray way. So that's going to go in the middle like this. We're just going to stack these guys together. And we're also using, this is a really new piece, burgundy piece that's a great color. Looks like it's an outdoor weather resistant berry also. It's just a berry pick in burgundy. But we're going to use those two pieces. If it's weather resistant, that just means it's a foam berry, but it's designed so that it won't pop in the outdoor elements. So that would be one good use of that. Let's put that in last. And I also need to get these little guys. I think they should go behind. Let me see. Is behind possible or in front? Because I don't want the pine cone to have problems. Might need to be half and half. Half and half it is. It's kind of halfway behind, halfway in front, depending. Restack a couple pieces here. There we go. Well, hopefully you're enjoying Live Design Day. I know you guys always seem to love when we just make flower arrangements. And that's kind of my Monday thing. So if you join us every Monday at the same time, that's what I intend to do most Mondays, depending on the chaos level around here. I think the key might be to make sure these cedar stems are pushed next to each other to close the gap and make it look full in the middle. There we go. So I've got to get everything together balanced and then get wires on it. That'll be the trick. And I don't think this needs ribbon, but I have some burgundy on standby if we think we need burgundy velvet. I don't know. Generally, the gist of design is you have to just wing it. I have a good idea of what I want to do, but then it just evolves. And then our snowberry spray I split in half and just bent it around here. Looks like vintage Christmas decor, Becky says. Well, the cream cedar is very different, and I know that I bought it because the showroom put, if you can imagine in your mind, you know how popular black and white is, just in general decorating. They used the black and white theme on a green Christmas tree. So it had black and white ornaments, and it had a lot of black modern farmhouse style ornaments. And then they just stuck in all these cream cedar picks into the green tree. It was so sharp. So pretty. So I know that's why I grabbed it, thinking I was going to do a series or a look with the cream cedar in a tree. But now I'm out of space. So there are no more trees going up in here. There's no space. Okay, I think we just need to get these little berries wired in the center next. Here and here. And as usual, I want all these things in place and then put some wires over the top of everything so I get it all wired in at one time. That's the key. So it's going to be a funky combination. Utilizing burgundy, but not glitzy. Definitely more of a muted woodland burgundy look today. And that is the tree that I showed on, this must have been Saturday. At the end of the live, we circled back to that tree. And it is a little tree that I decorated with these colors. So maybe when the chaos ends, Kate will put together a group of items that blend in the color collection we call Aurora. That way you can see it all together. There we go. So it's all in there, and it'll be full because the pine cones come together in the middle. That fills in my gaps there. So let's get some wires on that. So this little guy needs a title also. He is going to be a really pretty look for someone's more woodland display area. And we'll take requests. I'll add this up when I get done. Let's see what it comes to. This is a pretty good sized piece. It looks like it's over 3 feet by a little bit there. And Sharon's been finding all these items. Thanks, Sharon. Just let me know if you're needing me to locate a title. I think this piece also would look good in here. I'm not going to add it, but all these weeds that are in this look, all of them look great in this design. Anything weedy, put it all together, looks like a more natural Christmas. Okay, 2 wires ready to go. So basically when you're doing a swag like this, we need the wires to be about that far apart so that they don't come together and make your stems fall out. So it's usually good to go around the outside of something so your two bands of wire cannot slide together. That will work over there. This one will work over here. I'm just going outside the pine cones. Now the only thing that will vary in this design really is the pine cone, the way they come on the stems, but it looks like all of them have nice big cones on the stems. And I think that might be the top. We're just going to pick something and make it the top. After you wire it, you really have to shape it a lot too. It seems like the final result depends on how well you shape it. Lots of tricks to that, lots of practice making that work good. Old Days Vintage Christmas, Woodland Berry centerpiece. Got some names flying by me there. Jennifer thinks it needs 3 pine cones, not just 2. I wonder if I have any extra. These come on the pick. I did have extra pine cones, but I don't have any around me. Not nearby at all. I see what you're saying. See if that Jingle All the Way, that's a good one. I'm sure we've used Jingle All the Way. That one's probably already been done, but let's try to pull these berries into the middle since I don't have an extra pine cone. And I also am going to pull some of this cedar up and lift it so that it gets a little bit more prominent because it's all stacked to the back right now. But you can kind of lift it and pull it through, so that works well. You guys are getting good at naming arrangements. Look at that. Got lots of choices. So get the cedar lifted through. Then I was going to say if it does go over a mirror or, probably not a doorway, but a mirror would work. If you can hang the bells down the center of it, the coloring, the brass accent of the bells would look good in here. And these little snowberry things are very twiggy, so I'm sort of curling them to pull them back into the middle a little bit. That works, that works. Let's lift some of this cream cedar up in here. There we go. Hey Nancy, how are you today? Shaping takes the longest, it does. And yet it's the most important thing about the final result. Like if you don't get it blended and if you don't get everything moved and softened up, if shapes are still flat, you're going to have a flat looking piece. So if we lift all these the sparkle in the back is nice. This little stem with the sparkle on it, that's a good stem. It looks amazing in the Christmas tree. I'm talking about this little piece right here. Just adds a lot in person. And I'm pulling it from the back up into the front. There we go. All right, I think I got everything integrated and blended in. This one's a little bit trickier, but we'll make one for you, and then this will be the top of it. Let me see what that adds up to with some labor. $132.50 is going to be the total on this one. $132.50. Whoops, too wingy. And whoops, dropping everything. Chili flare, sparkle stems name. Sharon missed it, and you know what? I don't know what it's called either. So I'll see if Jane comes by again, and I can ask her what that's called, because it is off camera quite a ways. It's not the pod spray. I have a lot of things from that brand in this little pile of tags, so I'm not sure I can find it, but this little branch is probably a sparkle branch of some sort. Hey, Kelsey, can you find this stem from the wall and let me know what it's called? This branch right here is on this wall. I know it's in the north room too. We've got it more than one spot. So then back to the bells. As Sharon was saying, these are awesome, and they were $16.50. They're on sale. So if you were to hook them through with a wire and display those hanging out the center, wouldn't that be cool? Like that to me would be really outstanding over a brass framed mirror, just to get some bells hanging in there. So cool. And the bells themselves are great value. I noticed that we sold a lot yesterday. We still have some. We just don't have nearly the mass quantity. Nope, sorry. This little scrawny thing. Should be in the... Yep, that's the snowberry. That one we got. Sharon's helping me find these links. So, okay, back to this, because I didn't catch a title as it was going by. When we were talking about naming this, let's see, somebody said vintage. We'll call it, I didn't catch the whole name on the vintage, so what if we call it the vintage wine swag? Let's call it the vintage wine swag. It's kind of wine colored. What do you say? Vintage wine, like wine? Vintage wine swag.
Nice twig branch.
Sharon, it's the iced twig branch. If you can find that one. Vintage wine swag and the iced twig branch, and this item is something Sharon will find for you, I bet, now that she can. So this is going to be a long one. Let me measure it quick, and then I'll recap all three of our items today. This is going to be 40, wow, it's long, 42 inches. 42 inches long is being conservative. It would look amazing on a table, and you could pop some tall candlesticks through it, and it would look great. This one, if you go for the widest point, is at least 15 inches wide. So 42 by 15, and then if you, depending how you shape it, it might be 8 inches tall. But that one again is $132.50. You can either take a screenshot or you can call it the title, the vintage wine spray for sure. And then what is the burgundy berry stem called? It was just titled berry stem, so I don't know if you found that one, Sharon. This piece here, it's the only burgundy, true burgundy berry we have. We do have one that's a little glossier, but that one hopefully you can find. She found your iced twig branch there. So while Sharon's looking for the burgundy berry, I'm going to recap here. Number one design that we did, this drop-in. If you like the pitcher, this pitcher is for sale, on sale. The holiday ceramic pitcher is on sale for $39.50, but you can look that up by holiday ceramic pitcher. It's one of the first things that she dropped the link for. And then when we make this design, we'll get some vine around here. I don't have it by me, but and you know I have to have Benny Vine. This is the winter morning drop-in for $94.50. The winter morning drop-in. So these pieces will be 15% off, by the way. if I'm not remembering to say that. And we've made it for this picture, which is 10 inches tall. So if you have something at home that is 10 inches tall, great. Or if we're making it for you anyway and you need me to leave it taller, I can do that. Just have to send that information in the message. And then this piece is a vertical swag. It's going to be $89.50, and it's the Pink Ice Delight. $89.50 for this one, and it is a really pretty and very full pink toned vertical swag. Oh good, Sharon's got the berry stem found for you there, so I think that's everything. And that way we're going to be able to copy these and get them out for you. If anybody is needing one, basically you just got to speak up and let us know through a Facebook message, or you can send an email to sales@magnoliasonline.com, sales@magnoliasonline.com. But Facebook's usually the easiest place to message us, and then we'll make a bunch. Like last week, we made a whole bunch of those. So that's the deal. Thanks, Sharon, for your help today. As always, appreciate your expertise, dropping some links for us while Kate's out and about doing all the shipping things today. I bet they're getting tired over there. I'm going to go check on them shortly. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Have an amazing day. We'll be back tomorrow night live at 5 Central Standard Time. I don't know what we're doing. We'll surprise you. Catch you then. Bye-bye.